probably live now. I see I see Milk in chat. That's probably, yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. Hi, everybody. Team Kills Patak. It is I, Paulsaltine, and we are here to play the very first game that I ever ran for SegaCrew. It's Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. It's a fun little game. This is a classic Genesis game. It's been a long time since I've come back to speedrun this, and honestly, I'm having a blast right now doing it. So, could we PB during stream today? Possibly. I wouldn't count on it, but hey, you never know. But if Booster in the back end is ready, I'll count you down from 5, and we'll get going. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go on a journey. First thing we're doing, we're skipping the opening cutscene. We do not care about story. We don't care about plot. What we care about is saving Minnie Mouse. We got to save Minnie Mouse at the end of this one. Surprise. So the first thing you're going to notice, I'm jumping. We are jumping basically the whole game simply because Mickey walks like a geriatric. And truth be told, I think Steamboat Willie was probably born around like 1900. So fair game. Dude's probably a little slow. Okay. He jumps a lot faster though, so we're going to be jumping our way through the game. Stage 1's pretty simple. It's just a bunch of very short stages, very introductory to kind of get you introduced to the mechanics of the game. Because, I mean, technically maybe this is a kid's game, so like they want to ease you into it a little bit. Ooh, okay. So we're just using these leaves here to kind of give us a little bit of extra forward momentum. Okay, good. It doesn't matter how much damage we take. It's in easy mode. The game will put us back to at least 3 health when we go into the next room. It's a little bit of a spooky section here. Tough jump to make right there. Apparently cannot do it in the Japanese version of this game, which is why we run the US version. Everything in the first stage is so happy and lovely. It's so pleasant. So here we go. We're fighting a tree, first boss. What I'm going to do during every boss fight, if I have any special items, I'm going to get rid of them. And I'm going to go down to 1 HP. The reason for that is after every boss fight at the end of the stage, you're going to get extra points for every item you have, and you're going to get extra points for every bit of extra HP you have. So to speed up that, we're going to get rid of our items, we're going to get rid of our health. It's this screen right here. It's a technical bonus, secret bonus. So we minimize that as much as possible. And then we're on to second stage. I'm going to just be quiet here. This is a very challenging part of the game. I need to climb to the top of the stage to retrieve a key and come back down, but the climb is pretty tough. Yep, so normally you would damage boost up onto those blocks through the first toy soldier. That's probably the hardest thing to do in the climb. A little bit more damage boosting. And we got the key. Now that we have the key, the hard part's over. We got to go back down to the beginning of the stage. So we're just trying to take these turns as tight as we can and get a little bit of forward momentum on the bottom and then through the door. Okay, hard part is over. So we'll take this time to talk about the boss of this stage. His name is Bopper. He is a clown, and he controls how good your run's gonna be, because he is a little bit of RNG. It's not necessarily run killing RNG. He's either gonna, before he lets you attack him, he's either gonna jump 2 times or 3 times before letting you attack. Ideally, we'd like all 2s. That's the fastest way to get through the boss fight. That doesn't really happen a whole lot, so as long as we get more 2 cycles than 3 cycles, we'll be happy. And then if he gives us all 3 cycles, then we'll know that he's just not overly happy that SEGATHON's here. Which would be very rude in my opinion, because this is my favorite time of year. So this section's not too bad. We're just taking out enemies on our way to Bopper. We're just trying not to get hit as well. There's a little bit of health. Okay, I guess we just got hit. There's a little bit of health right before the boss fight, which is good. You want to go into the Bopper fight with full health, because we're going to be doing some damage boosts to attack Bopper a little bit faster. Alright, here comes Bopper. So all of our items are gone, so we're good there. Let's pray for some 2 cycles. 1, 2, 3. Alright, not a good start. That's better. 2 cycle. Accidentally hit myself. And a 2 for the road. That's not so bad, Bopper. Collect the gem, and we are out of here. Yo, ZG, what's up, dude? See you in chat there. So this stage here probably has the biggest reset point in the game. There's a section coming up, which is once again is pure RNG. But if you get the bad RNG, you lose so much time that if you're like doing PB runs or, you know, a world record grind, you lose too much time to be able to like get a good time. So it's a immediate reset. I'll point it out when we get there. It's very annoying. But first, we're going to try to do a little bit of a skip in the next room here to be able to get past a waterfall a little bit quickly. We're going to be manipulating a bat position and damage boosting through the bat so we can use our iframes to get through a waterfall. See, bat, are you going to cooperate? Looks like it. Yes. So we use our iframes from getting hit by that bat to go through the waterfall. We can just jump over the top of that one. And then we gotta wait for the rest of the waterfalls. If you touch the waterfall, it's an instant death. So we don't want to do that, obviously. All right, RNG. So what's going to happen in this room? The water is going to fall and rise and fall and rise. What we want is a very slow cycle, so we don't have to wait for the water. And that's a very fast cycle, so we have to stop and wait. Otherwise, you will not make it through here. Okay, and this one's a good cycle. It was slow, so we could make it without having to wait. I guess 1 out of 2 is not bad for a marathon, but if this were a PB attempt, we'd be reset right now. So there's no way we'd be able to PB. Okay. This boss fight's pretty basic. We're gonna go for a snipe shot here. Too early. Oh, he sniped me! He was the one that sniped. Okay. Clever girl. Okay, this is the way it's supposed to look. Alright. No harm, no foul on that one, I guess. The river had already screwed us. So we get a little bit of a breather now. We're going to go into probably my favorite stage. Call it Milky. If you have any milk emotes, I'll tell you when it's time to deploy them. But I would like to see them in chat if you have them. Once we go inside the milk jar over here... Welcome to Milky Land. So now, if you got them, smoke them. And as others have pointed out, improper use of parallax scrolling in this stage. But we ignore that around here because it's just so delicious. Now, before we were getting gems when we beat the bosses. Now the game is just giving us gems for no reason. Okay, we're gonna come up. Boss fight coming up soon is the opposite of RNG, which is nice. He does the same cycle every time, so we know the cycle. So you can get very good at beating the boss effectively and quickly because you know where the boss is going to be, so you know where you need to attack and when you need to attack. Boom. We damage boosted the milk there at the last, right after hitting the boss for the last time so we can get a gem early. That was a very good boss fight. Own this game as a kid? Me too. Or my sister did. That's like basically owning it. Okay, so technically the final stage here. This is about as tough as this game gets. This room in itself can be a little bit challenging, but the clock tower right before the boss fight is heartbreaking. There's a lot of stuff that goes into trying to effectively climb to the top of the clock tower. And there's a lot of things that can go wrong. But first, we need to make it there. Okay, very well. My shot just went through him. I saw that. So it's a little scary just to be down to 1 health here. Because there's a lot of things that can go wrong in this stage. Especially at the very end. There's a bridge with a couple of bats on it that can really troll you. And I don't want to die all the way down here. Okay. Play it safe just so you don't die, dude. So again, the game gives us another gem for no reason. Then we get a little bit of a free swimming section before we get to the clock tower. So I'm going to try to get through the clock tower as quickly as I can, and it's going to also include setting up a bit of a risky, what I call double bat bounce, to be able to skip a portion of the climb. If it doesn't work, a bunch of bad things can happen. We can die. We can fall to the bottom of the stage. Hopefully none of that happens and we succeed and we just get the trick. But it is not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, double bat bounce attempt coming up. No, okay, we're just a little too early. That's fine. Okay. Into the Clock Tower Oath boss fight here. I'm going to try to set up a quick kill. We'll see if we got it here in a second. Yes, okay. I'll explain after. Good John Collins fight. We take that. Okay. So typically what happens, you go in, if you take this boss fight normally, he'll swing at you 3 times, you can attack him 3 times, he'll jump, and I think it's like another 2 times, then he'll jump again and you attack him another 2 times. If you attack him twice early and also take damage early, for some reason he eliminates one of those jump cycles. You can hit him 5 times before he jumps. The first time, he eliminates a jump cycle, you save like a minute and... Or sorry, not a minute. Jeez. You save like, 4 or 5 seconds. And it all adds up at the end of the day. And so here we are, final boss fight, Miserabelle. We just gotta hit her 5 times. Time will be on the 5th hit. She can spawn all over the room. We want tops and bottoms. Tops are nice because you can damage boost through and hit her early. Bottoms are nice because they're easy. That's 3 hits. Four hits. All right, time coming up very soon on the 5th. Give us a top. Give us a top. Ah, okay, fine. And time. So, after that, the evil witch turns into a cute witch. Minnie is saved. The evil witch has learned the error of her ways. Thanks for the GGs, guys. The castle's about to implode on itself. the evil witch is going to be like, yo, bro, come back here. And we're whisked away to safety as our beautiful castle is not actually exploding. It was just fireworks. Yeah, so that's Castle of Illusion. It was nice to be able to run this again. So this was, I mean, not only was this the first game that I ever ran for SegaCrew, Castle of Illusion was our very first ever SEGATHON run ever. It was a 4-way race. So it's nice to bring it back, you know? And I think 1839, which looks like my time there, I believe is better than the time that I got back then. So 7 years, we got improvement. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me for now. I'll be back a little bit later for our spooky block, where we'll do a little bit of everybody's favorite FMV game, Night Trap. But until then, guys, I'll send it back over to Tech, and I'll see y'all in chat. Peace.